my goodness, everyone. Oh my goodness. I am really excited to finally get to play this. And I need to turn this down for me. There we go. That's slightly better. I hope that that is still very audible for everybody else. That ought to do it, right? Oh my goodness. I do not even have all of my stuff set up. So let's get you over here. And then... Actually, let me unmute myself so I can test the audio on that. Actually, I can't even tell. Alright. So I am sorry I've been missing for so long. I have been sick, and unfortunately the type of sick that I was an ear infection in both of my ears that relapsed. So I had to... Woo! Thanks, Daryl! I hope you actually get to watch this, because this is an awesome game. I watched Team 4-Star play this, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And now I hear some dogs going around making noises. Ugh. Let's do this.
My name is Jenks, Detective Inspector Frederick Jenks, and I've been assigned to a last-minute investigation into the death of Kate Vine, a PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton. I have until first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was a simple accident or whether this was murder. Kate Vine appeared to the world to be a bright, confident, fun-loving PhD student with everything to live for. However, a history of depression and alcoholism revealed in her medical records suggests that in reality, she had become adept at hiding behind a mask. A lab report indicating a high level of alcohol in her blood,
awesome,
along with
Daryl.
the late hour of her death and a lack of witnesses, makes a strong case that this was suicide. But the verdict overlooked some curious details. Why was her driving license found on the opposite side of the lake in which she drowned? Also,
No, although
there were
I do
traces
have
of
Kate's
morphine in
story.
Kate's system. Where did she get it? Kate was known to be a free
I
spirit
know,
with a
I'm
nihilistic
super
love of
stoked.
danger, which may
Now I
in
just
part
need to get...
have something to do with a business course called Atlas, which Kate had joined and which she had been attending on the night of her death. Based in a large, stately home on the outskirts of the village, the exclusive Atlas is run by father and son team, Paul and Ryan Rand. Both were interviewed following Kate's death, but neither claimed to have seen Kate after the meeting, and both were understandably eager to distance themselves and Atlas from the tragedy. This isn't the first time that Atlas has been investigated. Atlas and their questionable methods,
Oh, no.
which many have suggested border on mind control.
Get over
Ryan
here.
is married to Rebecca, landlady of Edenton's village pub, the George and Dragon. As yet, she hasn't been interviewed.
I'm
Though
sorry.
it's likely Kate visited the pub on more than one occasion. One of Kate's friends was Emma Bowman, who lives at Eden Lodge on the road leading out of Edenton Village. Emma was also doing a PhD at the same university, but didn't attend Atlas. Interviewed after Kate's death, Emma seemed shocked and upset, insisting she hadn't seen Kate that night. However, it turned out her boyfriend had. Simon Thompson met Emma at university. After completing his degree around 18 months ago, he went to work at a shop in the neighboring village. He started at the Atlas course a few months ago. Simon insisted that he didn't see Kate after the meeting, but the sergeant interviewing him noted he seemed oddly unmoved by her death, which makes him the first person I want to see tonight. It's time for some answers.
Okay, so the story. I am Detective Jinx, played in one of the most slapdash ways, and my cat is going to be helping. If I can, if she'll scoot down just a bit so I can actually. All right. So watch intro instructions. AV blah 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 blah. No, his Jinx. Spelled like that. Um. So I don't know. I really do think that Lurk Squad we've condensed down into a group that actually supports each peeps. Um, so that's nice. But let's get this started.
My name is Jenks.
Oh.
Detective Inspector Frederick Jenks, and I've been assigned to a last-minute investigation into the...
I didn't know I was gonna do that all over again. Alright, so welcome to Edenton Village. Alright. Jump, kitty cat. Click the arrows to move around the village. If you see the magnifying glass, try your investigate button to see Jinx investigate. Alright. Click on the inventory icon to see your collected items, which includes both physical objects and information Jinx has collected. Kate Vine, she died. If you're at a location where you think you can use a physical item, try the use icon. Alright, so Kate's driving license. Try using this. Nope. Alright. Kate's death. Alright, she was found in the woods, lake, early last Saturday, which I'm assuming this is Sunday. Driving license. Welcome home, Mom. This is our map. This is our tips. Better do a spot of investigating. This is the map. Alright. So this is the pub. Alright, no one's here yet. This is the village hall.
Always nice to randomly find a key on the floor.
Indeedly doodly. Is there anything else? Improve your spiritual, intellectual, and financial
Wow.
life
Isn't that interesting?
every 8 p.m. Okay. So I found everything I can find right here. Oh, this is where I just was. My bad. Look at those shoes, man.
Very trusting, leaving a bike unlocked. Looks like homebrew equipment. Ah, this might come in handy.
Just steal that real quick. Yeah. I got a symbol. Box of bottles. Silver key. Unlocked bicycle. Alright, some homebrew equipment.
Is it Simon?
Yeah.
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating an incident in the village. Could I come in and ask you a few questions, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Woo, dinner! Congrats. It's early for dinner, though, isn't it? Just a bit?
We can just go through here if you want. Emma's working in the front room.
Hi.
This is Inspector James.
Jenks.
What's all this about?
There was a death in the village. Kate Vine, I believe you both knew her.
Yeah. Do you need to speak to both of us?
I'll just speak to Simon first, if that's okay.
So broke
Just
it up.
come through. Is it okay
Ah.
with you?
Oh, this will be fine, yeah.
Do you want anything? Water?
No, I won't be long.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm speaking to Simon first. But okay. Alright, so this is supposedly the two best friends of the decedent. First interview. First, pick an item you want to ask about. Click ask. And the box at the bottom. Alright. Clicking any item you've already asked about shows the summary. Now click any reply to add it to the contradictions box. On the right, you can add 2 replies at a time. If they don't match, if they go green, Jenks will continue. Cool. Alright, so that was just a very... So, this person who was your friend is died yesterday. Oh, yeah, that I heard about that, yeah.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
So last Friday's meeting, I think.
Did you see her after the meeting?
No.
She's dead.
How long have you known Kate?
That would be when we started Atlas. 3 months ago?
Did you socialise outside Atlas?
No.
How's the audio, by the way?
Describe her. What sort of person was she?
Well, she's talented. She was full of life, you know? Sharp.
I'm
quite
actually
sharp.
gonna...
Would you say she had any emotional problems?
Her mood could change. And, well, there was the drinking problem.
When did you become aware of that?
Well, she would come drunk to meetings sometimes. She would reek of the stuff. I mean, everyone knew, but nobody really said anything.
So, tell me a bit about Atlas.
Oh, it's just a business management training program for postgrads.
And you started this after you left college?
Yeah.
And it's on every Friday?
Yeah, well, my
Every
group isn't
Friday?
doing it this Friday, but one of the groups is.
Okay, thanks.
So, one bad thing about this game is I'm not sure how many times I'm going to feel comfortable just talking over everybody. And this, by the way, was a game that was made through Kickstarter, I believe, for about $4,000. And the actor, one of the actors in here, wrote the game, produced the game, and they are talking about doing a sequel.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No. No, I don't think so. Never seen it before.
This isn't worth asking Simon about this dropped key that I found.
Which was the bike outside?
Oh, that's my cousin's. He lent me it. I need to buy a new lock for it, though.
So it's your bike at the moment?
Yeah. There's no bus service to speak of around here, so it's really the only way to get around.
Oh, this is fruitful, a fruitful conversation.
I noticed a lot of bottles outside. Are they yours?
Yeah, I make homebrew.
For yourself?
Well, no, I give it out to my friends and stuff. I tried selling it at first, but I didn't have any takers, except for James over at Farmhouse. I used to trade it to him for herbs and stuff.
Do you see James a lot?
No, not really.
Ooh, I got a thing, but nothing that. Oh, those are apparently good things. All right, let's go. But only sold to James. All right, let's go.
Thank you. Probably be back later. Don't worry, it's only a few questions.
Yeah.
Now you were her best friend, right?
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
It was last Thursday in the college library. I saw her and we chatted for a bit. She seemed her usual self.
What was her usual self?
Oh, just Kate being Kate. You know, a bit wild.
Wild? What way wild?
Oh, she just used to question everything, you know. Have arguments with the lecturers, things like that.
What else?
Kate had a drink problem.
How noticeable was that?
Well, it wasn't at first, but as the year went on, she'd be drunk in the afternoon. But I think she cut down, you know, towards the end of college and when she started her PhD.
They just keep clicking their mouths. I mean, I don't know how it's not super duper loud for you guys. It is super duper loud for me. Usual self, argumentative, had a drinks problem, didn't very often. Okay.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
She hadn't
Okay.
mentioned it then. Alright.
Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, it's Simon's cousin's. He uses it to get to work.
You know the lock's broken.
Oh, I know, I keep telling him to fix it.
I don't know why I'm asking about that, but okay.
What's the stack of bottles outside?
Oh, that's all Simon's stuff. You better ask him. I don't know.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Me, no.
Expression.
I don't like beer. I only drink wine. I can't stand spirits either.
Well, that's, nope. I thought so, but apparently not. Well, so far, well, I mean, how do you know if she wasn't, if you didn't see her very often, how do you know what her usual self was? Hmm. Hmm. Nope. I'm just trying all the things. Okay.
That's all for the moment. Thank you. Best to knock on the window for Emma. Simon always answers the front door.
All right. Well then. And look at those people out over there. They're just, I don't know, looking for crawdads.
Jewellery there, stuck between the boards. Well and truly wedged in.
Well, it's a good thing I stole this thing. Did he just pull that out of his pants?
Interesting. I thought forensics had checked the whole area. Obviously not very well.
Well, that's going to contaminate evidence by a lot. Alright. We're just going to walk along this area since forensics obviously didn't check things very well. I'm just gonna go over here and look at things. Oh, it's
Have to come
chained.
back later, I think.
Chained shut. Alright. You know, well, let's use the map. Let's go to the pub real quick. Because can I do this? Nope. Alright. Go back to Emma and Simon, I guess. Since I have no reason to talk to anybody else at the moment.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Ever seen this?
Ever seen
Looks like
this?
That's my old necklace. I gave this to Kate.
So Kate might have been wearing it last Friday.
Yeah, well, perhaps, but I can't see why. She was always buying new things, you know, lots of jewellery, stuff like that. It's meant to be a bird in cage, but the cage's fallen off. I'll show you.
Where did you buy it?
I didn't. Some wanted present.
Secret admirer.
Not so secret.
I see.
That's how it should have looked. It's called a freedom necklace.
Do you mind if I keep this?
No, not at all.
So the necklace did belong to Kate. Interesting. I'm starting to wish I'd brought a spare evidence bag.
Why would you give a necklace to a person you don't see very often? Okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
You know what this is?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Emma had one like it. Actually, you know what? Kate had one. I remember because I asked her about it one night when we were all out drinking in college. I was probably pretty drunk.
Really?
That's what college is all about.
You said... Ugh. You said you guys were all out drinking, but you never socialized with her outside? Well, apparently... I can't do anything with that. Alright.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
That's a shame. Well then. We'll start down here and just work our way around. Do I have any ideas? You should call the chief for an update. Fine, if I have to. Look at that beautiful telephone box. I hope that really isn't somebody's phone number. Oh god, you guys cannot read that.
Hello?
Chief?
Yep.
It's Jenks. I've questioned Simon Thompson and Emma Bowman so far. Oh, and I found a pendant by the lake, which turns out to have been Emma's. But Emma gave it to Kate. So, chances are Kate was wearing it the night she drowned.
What does Thompson know about it?
Simon doesn't seem to know much.
I don't trust Thompson. Then again, I don't trust Emma that much either. Try and get a bit of background on them, you know, usual stuff. When did Emma meet Kate? How long have they known each other? How long has Thompson known her? Give me a call back when you've got some more.
Thanks, Chief.
Well, that was not very helpful. So I was right, there is a contradiction. But I am apparently not clicking the right buttons. Alright. Let's start with Emma.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
would you give a necklace to a person you didn't see very often? How do you know if she was always buying new things? Dang it. We'll just... Because these are the only things that... Freedom necklace. Alright, I know... This is one of those areas where it's like, well, I know that this is a contradiction because I saw somebody else's playthrough of it. But I don't remember where the contradiction is. So, where is the contradiction? So on Thursday, she appeared her usual self. Was her usual self... not a person who wore this necklace? I don't know. Why would you give somebody a gift to someone that was always arguing? I don't know. Any thoughts? The looping of the clock stutters. She gave it to Kate. It's an unwanted gift. Simon. Who the hell's drinking all of this then?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
She wore the necklace at college. Ah.
Aha.
Oh.
So how did you know Kate was wearing a freedom necklace 18 months ago? At college?
That was 18 months ago?
Well, I knew Kate at college, but I didn't get to know her till we started Atlas.
Right. So you didn't socialise with her at college?
No.
And you didn't socialise with her outside of Atlas?
No.
You didn't see her outside Atlas at all?
Your girlfriend's best friend.
No, not at all.
Oh. Well.
So Simon did know Kate at college, but why would he lie about that? Maybe he knows Kate better than he's willing to admit. 6 o'clock. I wonder if Rebecca's working in the pub tonight.
Ooh, I can investigate behind the pub real quick. Oh dear God, my ears. Ah. That is super loud. I seriously hope it is not that loud for everybody else.
A broken window. Recently smashed by the look of it. Might have to ask about that.
Look at that tape there. My fingerprints are going to be all over everything. Hey, Tin Prog, thanks. It's nice to see you. I saw your stream was still going. But hopefully you're going to get yourself a break soon. Ooh.
I wonder whose mask this is. Rebecca's or Ryan's?
We had masks like that, and I'm pretty sure you can pick those up at pretty much any hobby store. What the hell is that noise?
Just looks like junk, but it's too dark to tell.
Alright. No one will ever notice that I was there. That's an interesting little doohickey. Ooh, what's in the restaurant? Nothing. Oh, well, good. I hope that means you'll finally get to rest for the night, because you usually do such you do such long streams. I wish I had that much stamina.
Sorry, what can I get you?
Detective Inspector Jenks. Rebecca, is it?
Yeah.
There's been an incident in the village. I'm conducting an investigation. Could I ask you a few questions, please?
Right. Come through.
Thank you.
Oh, that expression. Oh.
What's it about?
There's been an unexplained death locally. Not sure if you've heard.
The student?
Yes.
Yes, it was dreadful news.
You're married to Ryan, one of the Atlas leaders, yes?
I suppose I am, yes.
Well,
Oh,
I
you
just
suppose
wanted
you
to ask
are.
a few questions about Kate and Atlas, if that's okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer any of them, but sure.
Try not to laugh there, Rebecca. I love Jinx. He's so animated. Also, I love this lady. It's a beautiful lady.
Did you know Kate?
Not very well. She came in a few times, but she was quite a moody person. You could tell she had problems.
When was the last time you saw her?
Friday. She popped in for a minute.
And when was that?
7ish.
Was she on her own?
I didn't see who she was with. She put £20 on the bar and then left.
What was that for?
A breakage, presumably.
£20? Just for a beer glass?
Well, she was very drunk. She just put it on the bar and then walked out.
Was there a broken glass?
Not that I noticed. But she was a strange girl.
You don't inventory your glasses? Oh, dear.
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
So you didn't know if Kate had lost it?
You've never seen her driver's
idea.
license? You own the bar. You own the bar. Do you just know that she's over whatever? I don't know what the drinking age is in England. So maybe their rules are different. Yeah, I don't know why she would know about Simon's bicycle.
Know anything about Simon Thompson's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew?
Apparently.
No, we do buy from a microbrewery, but we don't usually buy from kitchen breweries.
Okay.
Do you recognize this?
I've seen students wearing them. Has some sort of meaning, doesn't it? I forget what it is now.
Seen anyone wearing one recently?
Not that I can remember.
So one thing that I know will frustrate me, you can't do contradictions from other people. So I can't say like, oh, well, Simon said that blah 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 blah. I can
How
only...
did the window get broken out round the back?
I don't actually know. Someone said two girls were arguing outside. I found out after they'd gone.
And when was this?
Last Friday, just after we opened, about 6:30. I taped over it until I can get it fixed. We don't want people getting cut and suing us.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot? Arguments?
No, not really. I'm quite strict when it comes to borrowing clients I don't think are suitable.
So this person...
Aha. So, you said Kate gave you £20 for a breakage, but you didn't have a breakage.
That's right.
Do you think the payment could have been for the broken window? Could it have been Kate who was arguing?
Well, I suppose it could have been, yeah. Could have been Kate, you're probably right, yeah.
But you don't know who she was arguing with?
No, I'm not sure.
I'll ask around. Not realising Kate had broken the window. Rebecca really should have worked that out before now. Unless she did. But why would she lie about that? Do you know what this is?
Oh, you'll have to ask Ryan about
It's
that.
called...
So this is Ryan's.
It's to do with one of Ryan's methods on the course.
Go on.
I have to wait for these guys
Well-
to finish talking.
Masks allow you to play it being someone different for a while. Students find it quite liberating.
So this would be for a student.
I think that one's Ryan's, but students do wear them, yes.
You can get it on Steam for $10. I really like it. The main actor who plays Jinx, oh god, he is just so animated. It is hilarious. It really, I love it. I don't know how much I'm gonna be doing of this game. I just wanted something fun for me returning. Of course, things. Is there anything else I can do about this? Is anyone wearing recently? Well, we think. No, okay. Didn't see who Kate was with. Doesn't know her. That's...
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Dean! How are you doing? Can you see the stream? We're gonna go back over to Simon and Emma's.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
The pub, a broken window at the back. Yeah, I saw it was broken.
When was that?
I was in the pub on Monday with a college friend.
A college friend. I'm okay. I've been sick. I had a recurring ear infection, which is why I haven't been streaming for at least 1 week. And then the second week, the office was taken over so Mom could do her taxes for 2 years ago. But yay, I finally have this. I have my computers again. So that's exciting. But of course I'm sitting there going, oh, now I have to play a video game for 2 hours. I can't play Pokemon. Because I've been playing a lot of Pokemon since I can. I'm like, oh, this time I will collect all of the Pokemon in Pokemon Black. I won't. No. Broken up window Monday night with a friend.
Ever seen this before?
Oh, he's so silly.
Nope, I haven't, sorry. I think I'd have remembered it.
He's so dramatic. Oh my god, I love him.
Did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
No, I wasn't there.
You weren't in the village?
No, I went home last Thursday night, actually, to see my parents.
Oh,
But you do visit the pub.
really?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know Rebecca quite well. We all went there quite a bit after college.
Quite a bit. Oh, really? Did you now? Damn it. I would have sworn you said Friday. Damn it. You did say something. I don't know what it was. I'm just doing that to get rid of it. No? Okay. It's not like America where you only go to a pub to get drunk, I guess. Alright. Went home to see Thursday night. I know you're lying about this because you stuttered. But I don't know when you said anything about Friday. Dang. Alright, let's... I know you're lying.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Already asked about that? Oh, okay.
Do you know anything about a broken window at the pub?
No, I don't really go to the pub very often. I'm not exactly a pub person.
That's why you make your own homebrew, huh?
Have a look at this. Know anything about that?
I haven't seen this one, but it looks a lot like an Atlas mask. We use them for some of the workshops and stuff.
Really?
Well, you have to say something boastful or arrogant. You do it first without the mask, and then you say it with a mask.
And the point is?
Well, it's easier when you have the mask on, isn't it? People are not as afraid to be free about themselves, you know?
What did you find out about Atlas?
Well, it was advertised. Actually, I think I've still got the. This is the advert that was at my college. To be honest, I've learned more in 3 months at Atlas than I did in 3 years at business school.
Can I keep that?
Yeah, go for it.
I don't believe you.
I suppose that might be useful as a conversational starter.
Could be, could be. 3 months.
Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No, I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
What did you do after the corpse?
Just went home. Came here. Just came straight back.
Must have been lonely without Emma. Oh, I did look into Sea of Thieves, Dean, and I will probably get that as soon as I have the money to get that, because it looks like it's so much fun, and then I get to play with you, hopefully. Oh, that would be so much fun. We could do some sea janties and jigs and get drunk and then get killed by pirate ghosts. Lots of fun. All right. I don't think that you are lying about any of this. One of the dogs just came in, and the cat was apparently right next to the door, and she hissed at him. Ooh, I definitely will. What was it? The Xbox Pass is what I have to get. I mean, I might not have an Xbox, but damn, I want to play that game. Blah, blah, blah. We'll go ahead and do homebrew just 'cause. I don't think that that's a contradiction at all.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Yummy sandwiches.
What do you know
You're gonna
about
make me hungry,
Atlas?
actually.
I know that it's a business course. I went with Simon when he first went, but it wasn't really my thing.
How often did you go?
Just the once.
And you decided it wasn't for you?
Yeah, I'd been to something similar, so decided it wasn't for me.
I know you're lying. I know you're lying. Nope. Because I mean, I guess you could have just. Meh. All right. I did see that on the Windows Store. Yes, I do intend to mess around with that. Tell me what you know about this. The most dramatic reveal in history. Ah. All right. She's lying. I know she's lying. She did not see her parents Thursday night. I swear. She said that she saw Kate in the library on Friday. Herself on Thursday. Damn. Ah. That depends on where he found the bloody knife. Alright, let's...
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Well, Daryl, I haven't met you in the game yet. Yet. Let me just interrupt your business day once again. Ding!
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
What do you know about this?
It's an advertisement. They had it designed by an agency, I think.
And when was that?
Last year sometime.
Last year. And yet... Well,
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
better investigate the woods again. Not sure. Don't I have a partner? Or something? Let's just go. I'll just walk around. I don't know. I need to clear my head.
Who is it? I'm a police officer, Detective Inspector Jenks.
Uh-oh.
It's all right, you can carry on if you want to. I'm just going. I'm investigating a death in the village, Kate Vine. There was a death recently
Hello,
in the...
I knew her.
Well, could I ask you a few questions, please?
A bit dark.
Well, if you give me your name and address, I'll come later on. Where do you live?
Farmhouse!
And what's your name?
Such friendly people in this village, am I right? Who does that? Who goes to... I'm gonna go sit in front of this here pond with my hookah in a cardboard box. Man, that's gonna be a grand way of spending the afternoon.
According to the
right?
map, Abbey Farm is across the road there.
Just jump that stair right there. He has no probable cause to be doing any of this.
Picture frames with black painted glass. Very interesting.
I totally just stole something from you, you know. I want that.
Could I ask you a few more questions, please? Didn't take you long. Haven't got much time.
I'm gonna be bothering you all night.
Close the doors, shall I?
Yeah.
Where do you want to sit?
Oh, anywhere's fine. I didn't quite catch your name.
James, sit there.
Thank you, James.
This is Mr. Manners
Why are you
right
asking
here.
me about Kate Vine?
Routine. You know Simon, don't you? Thompson.
Why, what did he say?
That you all went to college together, you and Kate. Is that right?
Might have done.
Right. Good enough.
Let's be evasive, so that way I won't suspect you.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
Can't remember.
How did you know her?
Through Simon. His girlfriend was mates with her. Saw her around college a few times.
Did you socialise with her much?
Nah. She wasn't my type.
Where are you looking?
Did you know whether
this?
Kate had lost this or not?
No idea.
Why would I even ask him about that? Do you know about this unlocked
What
bicycle?
do you know about Simon's bike?
What bike?
You haven't seen him on a bike.
I haven't seen him.
When was the last time you saw him?
About a month ago.
He's my kind of guy. We're best friends. I saw him 3 weeks ago. I mean, 3 months ago. I mean, I texted him, you know, maybe a month and a half ago. I don't know. Let me check my phone. Yeah, my best friend. I spoke to someone, a couple of months ago. It was a doozy.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Thompson's tar? Yeah, I've tried it.
Did he sell it?
Well, not to me, not for money anyway. We used to trade stuff.
What did you
Oh.
trade?
I make a nice herbal tea as it happens. Him and his girlfriend were into it.
What was his beer like?
Lethal.
Strong?
Knock your eyes out.
Moonshine. Love it. I've never had moonshine, actually. I've been told it would kill
Ever
me.
seen one of these before? Freedom necklace.
Yes, I've seen business
think
cards
so.
before. I don't know why he would know this.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
You've never been to the pub.
Didn't say that. Been to the pub, but not for about 2 months, 3 months.
Ever seen this before?
No, should I have?
No, it's okay.
If I'm ever killed under mysterious circumstances, I want Detective Jenks to be my detective. So he can get all of these clues and be like, ever seen this before? Ah.
Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No.
No.
Ever seen one of these?
An advert?
Seen them around college.
What do you know about it?
Not much. It's a business course. Ask Simon. He's on it.
You wouldn't be interested in that sort of thing. And you haven't discussed it with Simon?
Not really. Business doesn't interest me.
Who are you looking at over there? What was I just doing? This one. Okay.
Now, what's all this stuff in the workshop? Paint and stencils and things like that?
Just a little sideline of mine.
Oh, you do picture framing?
They're black mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
Don't
Now,
be a
what's
lame
scrying
person.
mirror?
Show you one if you want.
I have one in my pocket. I stole it from your shed, I suppose.
Scrying goes back centuries. The ancient Persians did it.
Ooh.
This country pagans still practice it. The fortune tellers pretend to do it. That's what the crystal ball's all about. It's all scrying. Mirror's just one way of doing it.
But what is scrying?
Depends who you are. People do it for different reasons.
What sort of reasons?
Exploring your mind, clearing your mind,
Come on.
communicating with the dead.
Ooh.
Is that what you use them for, James? Communicating with the dead?
Only make them for other people these days.
And there's a market for these, is there?
Lots of people want to talk to the dead, even if they don't believe in it.
After
You
all,
make
that's
a
what
profit on them?
Ouija boards are.
I don't do it for the
Trav!
money.
Hey,
How
how
very
you doing?
charitable of you. Can I keep this?
Keep it.
Thank you. Black mirrors and hookah pipes. I wonder what else James is into.
You were doing something, I thought. Then I just glanced over at my other laptop to see what was going on the Virtual Odyssey thing. I didn't see nothing. Are you going to be streaming later in about, an hour? Okay. So, let's see if we can find some contradictions in what he told us, because I love this guy. I really do. But he is so crazy. He wouldn't know that, doesn't. A month ago. Months. I don't see anything that I can get him on. Pardon? Um... Hmm. I don't know what I can get him on.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Well, we'll just move on. What do you say, little light bulb? Alright. Let's go to Rebecca real quick.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is it meant to be black like that?
Have you seen one of these before?
No.
Well, that was enlightening. Bye.
That's all for the moment. Thank you. Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Ooh, I think I saw the camera in the reflection of the window there for a moment.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is that from James?
Now, what do you know about James?
He's a
That he's
poser.
creepy. He was selling them last Friday at the market. There's a market every week type thing.
Oh, really?
And I usually go there for lunch.
So you wouldn't buy one of these?
No, I wouldn't. But Kate would.
Was she into this sort of thing?
No, I don't think so. She bought one, and I went round to her flat to try it out.
On Friday?
You're meant to see ghosts or spirits or something. It doesn't work.
How do you use it?
You're just meant to stare into it. Shall I show you?
Go ahead.
Okay, so you just stare like this.
And you get high and drunk and
then you see
yourself morphing and that.
See what?
Sorry,
I'm a bit high right now.
Look, you're meant to see a ghost or something. Look, it doesn't work. Didn't work, so.
I think you protest too much. Last Friday, you say.
Aha. So, you went home to see your parents on Thursday night, that right?
Yes.
But you said you saw James at the market on Friday.
No, I went to see my parents on Friday night.
My bad.
What time did you go on Friday?
8 or 9.
And you didn't see Kate at all on Friday?
No.
You're not a very good liar, Emma.
Okay. I saw Kate.
Where?
I love that actor,
At the
dude.
pub we were arguing.
Go on. What were you arguing about?
I'd lent her £50 because she was desperate, and we were just arguing. It didn't really bother me. She just didn't have it.
And Kate broke the window?
Yes. She did things like that when she was angry.
Smash things?
Yes.
So it was Emma arguing with Kate. But why didn't she want to admit it? In case it gave her a motive? Or something else? Aha.
Yes.
So you lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewellery and things. So why were you lending her money?
Well, no, it's because,
It wasn't about money, was it, Emma?
No.
Go on. What was it really about?
We were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having, and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
And why were you involved?
Because I didn't really agree with it. I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Were you friends with Ryan?
No, I'd never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
Not sure about this. Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan.
Well, we know that's not true.
Aha.
You said you went to an Atlas meeting with Simon.
Yes.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas. But you say you never met him. Why did you say you don't know him?
Okay, I need to tell you something. I just need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I won't be telling Simon anything he doesn't have to hear.
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
Go on.
Okay, so the affair that happened was between Ryan and I. I was having the affair, and Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
No, she didn't care about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn her back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I, and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up, and it would have just been a big mess.
Well,
So
that's
you
why you
just
shouldn't
argued and what?
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I promise.
Well, so far you've lied about some pretty significant things. Oh, look, that took an hour. It really did.
7 o'clock. So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
Excuse me, I need to come back here and do this real quick. I left before I was quite ready.
There you go. Come on. Cute.
I left and I realized that I hadn't, You were cooking dinner, were you?
Nice. What is that? Chili pork.
I have no idea you're a cook.
Oh, no, I used to be more into it. No, I don't do it so much. Used to grow my own herbs and everything.
Not here.
No, at the farmhouse where I used to live.
Where was that?
That's where James lives. Yeah, we used to share a house together. The farmer used to let us use a corner of his greenhouse to grow stuff.
I didn't know you knew James that well.
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
Well, it's just through the farmyard at the back.
Interesting. Ever seen one of these?
Oh, he didn't do a dramatic reveal.
Yeah, that's one of James's. He's into like New Age stuff, mysticism, magic spells, that sort of thing. He's nuts, though. I mean, he thinks the government are tracking him or something.
Why would he think that?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
I don't know, government man. Why would he think that? All right.
Be
That's
back
all.
later on, if that's okay.
I just wanted to get that out of the way. Do you think we can, let's pop over here. Go up to the Abbey Farm again. Is there another greenhouse that I missed?
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over there.
Oh, so it is. Hey, Murphy. Mint?
I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it.
Well, I will ask him about that after I go and talk to these other people. Because he honestly does not matter that much. Can I talk to this guy? Nope. Alright. So earlier I said that this game was produced for about $4,000 or $14,000 or something like that. It was a Kickstarter. The guy that wrote and directed...
Ryan was interviewed in the lounge, according to the report. That must be his office.
Ryan!
Yes?
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm conducting an investigation in the area. Wouldn't mind asking you a few questions, all right?
Come in, Inspector.
Thank you.
Since you've already just literally barged in here. This guy. This guy.
Drink, Inspector.
I'd better not, eh?
So you wanted to speak to me?
I believe that Kate Vine was a student at Atlas.
Oh, I would have
Kate
never
Vine.
guessed you were going to ask about Kate Vine. Oh,
Well, yes,
my.
it was. All of this has been thoroughly investigated, Inspector. It was suicide.
Well, we have reason to believe there may be rather more to it than that.
Really?
Oh,
Well, then, in that case, I'd be prepared to assist in any way possible.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
So, that guy, Ryan, is the guy that wrote, directed, and is the guy that made this game possible. And the way that he and Jinx ham it up.
I believe
I
the
love
last
it.
time you saw Kate Vine was at the pub last Friday, then you came straight back with some of the students, is that right?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day, and benefits of being married to the landlady.
How did she seem that night?
The landlady?
Kate.
Oh, Kate. Well, she was her usual self, drunk.
That was usual.
It was for her, yes. I mean, it didn't impair her ability, though. She was a very bright star, lots of potential, very enthusiastic.
So she seemed to be enjoying the course.
Well, as far as anybody could tell, yes.
When did you first meet her?
When she joined about 3 months ago.
And you hadn't met her before then?
No.
Yeah.
So you didn't suspect there was anything wrong?
Well, do you mean did I expect her to drown herself?
Yes.
Of course I didn't inspect her. It was quite a shock. Nobody expected that.
You're never going to drink that. Person who is a habitual drunk. For me, I'm the sort of person who's like, a person who is habitually drunk or habitually high, and then you'd say you hadn't suspected that they had emotional problems, that's a huge contradiction to me. But okay. Other people aren't like that, I
Have you
realize.
seen this before?
Not that I recall.
You don't know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No, I've never seen it before, sorry.
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
Have you tried Simon's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew? No, I haven't had the pleasure, sorry.
You're just going to be fiddling with that little shot glass the entire time.
Know what this is?
Yes. It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol that we use on the course. It's supposed to represent freedom from the chains of your ancestry.
Have you ever bought one of these?
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them.
What do you know about the broken window at the back of the pub?
Oh, Rebecca told me about it. I don't know how it got smashed, though. I told her to tape over it. We can't have anybody cutting themselves. You have to be very health and safety conscious these days.
Very health and safety conscious.
Can you tell me about this?
Haven't seen that for a while. We had a friend who used to make them for us for the course. He passed away last year.
What does the symbol mean?
It's borrowed from paganism. It's the symbol of the triple goddess, the mother, maiden, and crone, represented by the waxing and waning of the moon. It's an ancient symbol. It predates Christianity. Some people say that it dates back to Paleolithic times.
And is that relevant to the course?
Well, no. I mean, it's a symbol we dabbled with, but it's not particularly relevant. We don't use it on the course, no.
Then why is it on this thing that you used in the course? That's not a contradiction. Well, I mean, we didn't make it. Somebody else made it.
Do you know anything about an argument in the pub last Friday?
What time?
I believe it wasn't long after the pub opened.
No. I usually leave for the manor house about 6. I start preparations around 6:30. I like to get a head start.
Right. 8 o'clock every Friday.
Tell me about this.
It's the first one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks?
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole it.
Oh, somebody left a book of Atlas Shrugged, eh?
Have you seen one of these before?
I believe that looks like a scrying mirror to me.
You have seen one before?
Well, I used to have one myself, actually, along with lots of other bits and pieces of that nature. Silly things, you know.
Really?
Yes, when I was in my teenage years, I had quite an obsession with that kind of thing. I was a very somber child, and well, not that you could tell, always playing fantasy games, reading books about that kind of malarkey, you know.
Malarkey.
What sort of books did you read?
Oh, hello.
Well, books on black magic, not the chocolates, witchcraft, satanic rituals, that kind of thing. I grew out of it, of course.
But you're not into that sort of thing now.
Of course I'm not. I mean, I don't need to believe in the supernatural, Inspector. The natural world is far more interesting. Don't you think so?
What do you think, Kylan? Is that a contradiction about the triple goddess symbol? No, not really.
Do you know what this is?
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
I just thought you might know.
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do. Messy things, growing things.
Oh, messy things, growing things. Alright, is that everything? Alright, so, do we have him in any contradictions? Friday, 3 months ago at Atlas. Heard happy, blah, blah, blah. He wouldn't know that, wouldn't know that. Nah. Well, I don't see anything I can get him on.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
What do you think, little doohickey bob? Nothing I can look at. Okay. Who's my precious little kitty? Oh, thank God. This is very uncomfortable sitting like that. Oh, that's not what I meant. Bye, Kylan. Uh-oh.
Do you mind not defacing public property, please?
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a policeman.
And that's supposed to make what difference exactly?
It means that you do exactly what I tell you to do.
Or what? Or you arrest me?
No, I'll give you a fine this time.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money? What happens if you do something that I don't like? You're going to give me some money?
Look, I do not have time to discuss it at the moment. Could you just go?
Just go.
Pathetic.
Yeah. Righteous! Righteous!
What a prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree? Either he's a die-hard rock fan, or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
Well, let's go ask this guy about it. He knows about symbols and things.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Only one thing, though.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
It's a devil sign, isn't it? Is that what you're getting at, Inspector?
This is not something you use on the course.
Of course it's not something we use on the course, Inspector. I don't even know what that could possibly mean, exactly.
Yes, you do. Gimme. Gimme. Can I not click on these things? What the hell? I can't click on any of the doohickeys. I think it's time for me to leave him because I
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I can't do anything. Let's try again.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
There we go. Yeah, go away. Oh, really? That's an obvious contradiction. Whatever.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Fine. I'll go talk to some other people. In descending order of when, closest to farthest away. Hi,
Any
Emma.
more questions, please?
I'd like you to lie to me some more.
You know what these are, by any chance?
No. Sorry. I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
She'd know.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
No. Why?
It's okay. Thanks.
Well, let's visit
That's
Simon.
all for the moment. Thank you.
Know what these are?
No. Look a bit like sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
Not at all, no.
Alright, well then.
If I did,
This!
would that mean anything to you?
Who did you see doing that?
Someone in the woods, carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle. It's a guy from the course. He's an idiot.
And where does he live?
I can't remember. Somewhere outside the village? The three fingers thing is something the
know,
students
right?
started doing. It's something from the course. The three
really?
freedoms.
The what?
The three freedoms? It's from the course. It's a phrase.
Free to be free.
Free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right? Things that stop you being successful.
What are they?
There's fear of failure, guilt, and doubting, self-doubt.
You believe that?
Yeah. Guilt ruins lives. It stops you looking forward. It serves no practical purpose. It's basically destructive.
Right.
And he stole the name from Atlas Shrugged. That is
Free
basically...
to be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes.
Basically Atlas
Be
Shrugged.
back later on, if that's okay.
Do you know the phrase, free to be free?
Yeah. It's an Atlas thing. I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about it?
They said that you shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong. I don't agree with that.
No?
No. No, I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
What did Simon think?
I don't know, but I don't think he agreed with that either.
Is that why you kept your fare in a secret? Well, I can't really peg her on that.
Thank
It's
you.
alright.
Probably be back later.
Let's go to Rebecca, since she has a backlog of things for us. There's nothing new here, right? Right. So, Daryl, are you going to be streaming in about 30 minutes?
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Do you know what these are?
Oh, magic mint. Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it.
Salvia divinorum.
It makes you trip.
In what way?
It's a hallucinogenic and legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No. No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay pure.
I like to stay pure.
I didn't expect Rebecca to know about growing drugs. I know she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
Then why do you run a freaking pub? Yeah, there's no way for me to press people on this stuff, and that's one of those things that I think is just stupid.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Why is it meant to mean something?
No, it's okay. Ever heard the phrase free to be free?
Do you mean the Atlas thing? Yes, I have.
Know what it means?
It means being free of guilt.
What do you think about that?
You mean, do I think it's a bad thing?
Do you?
Riku!
I mean, surely if you have done something
How you doing?
wrong...
Oh, but that's the point, Inspector. Most people spend their time feeling guilty over nothing, and that's not a good thing.
Just like you get hung up on being pure! I am alright. I'm thrilled to be streaming again. My ear infections are at least to the point where I'm like, oh, I don't think my ear... It's all good. Nope. Can't be guilty about that, apparently. She used to grow it years ago. Is there anything else I can ask her about? But since I have the house to myself and I can have free access to the office again, and my ears are feeling better, I'm going to be streaming some more this week. And that'll be fun. And I'll get to play this, which I'm liking this game so much, but at the same time, I have no idea. I enjoyed watching it when I watched Team 4-Star play it. And I thought I'd share it with you guys just in case. How do you not know? Yeah. I don't think I can get her on any
That's
of
it
that
for
stuff.
the time being, thank you.
Let's go talk to James. Oh, can I? Oh, I still can't talk to him. Okay. I'm hungry. Ding. I'm going to replace my
A few more
doorbell with an
questions, if you
actual
don't
bell,
mind.
man. That's going to be awesome. Yeah, ask about whatever.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
About 30
James?
minutes, yeah. That's when I'm going to end my
What's
stream.
that, skin cream?
Oh,
It's not
what's
a
that?
skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
So
Oh,
you've never heard
really?
of Salvia?
No.
You liar. You liar.
Could you tell me what these are, please? I found them in the greenhouse.
Been snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called investigating, James.
Yeah. Just mint. Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah, I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Very impressive. So you normally just leave packets of mint lying around?
Must have dropped it.
I don't know what he went to school for.
If I did that, would it mean anything to you?
Yeah. It's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Have you ever seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
Ever hear the phrase free to be free? Heard anyone use that?
Nah. What is it, a song?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't matter.
Wait a second. You said you did, oh. You said you do a mean herbal tea. When did you say that? Ah. Dang it. I know you're lying. You are so lying about this.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Ah. What do you say, magical light bulb? There are things I haven't asked Simon, Emma, and Ryan about yet. Oh, the free to be free thing again? Alright, I guess we'll go back over here to Simon and Emma. I thought I asked them stuff. It's alright, how about you?
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
I'm probably going to be wrapping it up in 20-ish minutes. Let's see.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
Oh. I don't think I can get her on any of that. Ah, that sucks. Just be safe if you're on your phone and driving. I mean, of course, obviously you already know that, but I have worry ingrained into me, so I have to tell people to not be idiots because we're all idiots from time to time. It's good to be streaming again. It has been driving me nuts not being able to. And I'm still playing games. It's like, oh, I want to talk to someone about this game I'm playing, but I can't. Well, this is one of those games that it's really easy to listen to, except whenever I've been sitting here going, oh god, what do I click? What do I click to get them to admit that they're lying to me? Just be careful when you do that. That's all I can say. You didn't know it was anything about plants. How do you know it's a hallucinogenic? Actually, that is a contradiction game. If you know... Wait. Did you ever say anything about herbal tea? No. What's his Simon said that? Alright, let's visit Simon.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Well, for your sake and safety, I hope it stays that way, at least while you're, texting and stuff.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Salvia divinorum.
Magic mint, same thing.
Oh, yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ever tried it?
Like, once or twice, yeah. But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain. I've never tried any other drugs either. Well, nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
Except it is hallucinogenic. I am very much the same way, Babs. I hate it when my mom especially, she'd be like, I need to call someone. I'm like, Mom, you're driving! No, it's okay, this is gonna be, hi! Good. Keep your eyes on the road, man. It only takes a few seconds to cause an accident. You too. And let us know when you get home safe, alright? Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. I tell everyone that has my phone number and is likely to call me, don't call me, don't text me if I'm driving, or if you do, don't expect me to answer, even if I have a hands-free. I'm not doing it. I can barely play video games and talk to people at the same time. So, I mean, I'm not even gonna try to play to drive and play video games and talk to people at the same time. Oh, that is so dangerous. I mean, I know my nieces, I know kids are the most distracting thing you can possibly have in the car. Except for maybe a free-roaming cat. Where's my cat? Oh, they're both hiding behind my computers now. Oh yeah, we can totally do that. Give me a second. And generate a linky-doo. Gonna edit this link so that there is no time limit. There we go. Yeah, I know. Except whenever I clicked that, it said no. We'll do it again just to make sure. No. See, the thing is, I know that he's tried it as a T. I know that. So the only thing I can think of is and even then, he said that he traded it to James for some herbal tea. But the notes don't say that he has done that. Alright, so...
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Come on, magic light bulb. Tell me what I'm missing. Better try the woods again. 2 things I haven't asked Ryan about. Alright. Let's go into the woods, guys. Woo! Let's I don't have a club handy. Go over here. Hello. Boom.
What are you?
Mic
Private
operator.
No, I'm a police inspector.
Who are you looking for?
I'm investigating a death in the village.
That student, then. They did one last year, too. Same place.
Oh, really, drunk guy?
Did what?
What are you
Found a
drinking?
student. Ask
Same
that
thing?
psycho about it. He runs that business cult thing up at the big house.
Yes, this is very much
Bunch
like
of
Clue.
nut jobs.
Hey, what was the student's name?
Liam... something? Or sod?
Dean! You have to call Liam and make sure he's okay.
Atlas's reputation precedes them. I think I might call the station. Find out a bit more about this Liam.
Yeah, I know you can't read anything that they're saying.
Jones speaking.
Mike, it's Jenks.
Jenks, I thought you'd clocked off tonight.
Yeah, the chief's put me on a case tonight, the Edenton girl.
Friday night, you poor sod. I thought that was sorted out.
Let's
anyway.
make this
I wish
a
it
bit
was.
bigger for you.
Listen, are you near a computer?
I can be. Yeah, go on.
Do you know anything about a death last year? Someone called Liam in Edenton Village?
God, that looks horrid.
Hang on, let's have a look. Edenton Village. Yeah, Liam Rogers. Says suicide last year.
Suicide?
Hang on, 2 suicides in 2 years, both in Edenton. I mean, you've got your work cut out, Jenksy.
Yeah, don't I know it?
Right, well, good luck with that. See you Monday.
Thanks, Mike.
Good luck with that, you pansy. And let's make this small again. So the reason I'm making this small is because I do have a layout, an overlay, that I'm eventually going to actually put up. There. And yes, this is like Clue. This was a Kickstarter game that one of these dudes made. I need to talk to Ryan, right? So we'll talk to James first. It was made for, I think, $4,000 US, and the guy that wrote it and directed it is also the guy that I'll be talking to after this. It is hilarious, the overacting.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
And the guy learned how to code just so he could make this game. He's an actor, so he was like, "Oh my god, this is awesome!" Because this was, you know, in the time period where we were thinking we were going to have interactive movies, so early 2000s, I think. I love it. I think that this was just amazingly well done, all things considered.
Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam who died.
You mean Liam who killed himself?
Yeah.
He was in my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
What course
I
are you
remember,
on?
not mine.
What was yours?
Plant science.
Oh, really,
First
Mr.
time I
Don't
knew
Know
about
Drugs?
Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him?
No.
Plant science and doesn't know much about plants.
Aha. So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of salvia?
Didn't say that.
Yes,
So
you
you have.
did.
Maybe.
And you do grow it?
Yeah, it's legal, why not?
Then why are you
What do you do with
lying?
it?
I use it for explorative purposes, meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else?
Trade it
Sure.
or...
Yeah, it's just for me, nobody else.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
It's okay, I'll look later. The only drug he grows? Not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one? Aha.
Finally.
When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew.
So?
So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else? Did you give it to anybody else? How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it, but that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
Didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay, so what happened then?
Do you even know about Third Eye?
No.
Go on.
You don't know about Third Eye. You don't know about Third Eye. You know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget Salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall. And I got rid of them, single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start again. They were what?
You don't know anything, do you? Look. They were reeling in students.
Chashi's
some sort of
Magi?
happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this brainwashing program to make them compliant, and selling them on. It's all there.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Objects, commodities.
To who?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give a damn.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. So I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
So, did you ever actually meet Liam?
I found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
It's obvious, you could tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. And I could tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. The US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented.
I can tell when someone's been
they showed all the
brainwashed.
same signs.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah,
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
The very next
Okay.
day.
Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
All right
Well,
then.
that was a lot to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
I don't have 24 hours. I have heard about Liam after he killed himself, but never admitted Liam. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I think that he's grossly overestimating how much slaves would be worth. Because, I mean, it costs $1 million to raise a child nowadays. That's the estimate that I remember.
Okay,
whenever
that's
I
it
was a
for now.
kiddo.
Thank you.
We're just gonna accept everything he said at face value and just move on. Because we don't have that much time left. Yeah, go. $1 million over the course of a child's 18 years to raise them. And that's medical costs, food, clothing, housing costs, medical, something like that. And so I'm just sitting there going, okay, you could buy a slave, get a child, do both of those, right? No. But of course, what he really means is corporate slavery, which actually, you know, save the money. Buy a pub.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
So many things to ask everybody now. I don't really want to end the stream on a cliffhanger like that, but at the same time, ugh. No matter what she says, it is going to be a letdown. All right, talk
What do
to
you
me.
know about Liam?
You
Liam
mean
who?
Liam who took his life? He used to play in a band, Black Rock or something. No, Black Stone. Very gothic. I used to let them play in here sometimes at the weekends. They were quite good.
Did you know there was anything wrong? I mean, why he might have...
No, I didn't know him very well.
Then why'd you let him? Well, I suppose if you.
Have you seen this before?
Have you seen this?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person. And,
See you soon, dear.
I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Really?
Well, don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all to this?
None at all.
You would know. Your husband is the cult leader. Ugh. No, okay. I don't think I can get
Thank
her
you.
on anything.
Probably be back later.
Is there anything over here again? Nope. Alright. Simon, Emma, tell me about this time you were with a cult. Yeah,
Ask you a couple more things, please.
next time I walk up there, you can see the camera. Liam, Rogers.
What do you know about a student called Liam? Committed suicide last year.
Only that I didn't know him really well.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens and that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
He's true. It's all completely true. Darn. All right.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
What do you know about Liam?
Liam who?
Local lad. Took his life.
Oh, that Liam. Yeah, I
That
heard about
Liam?
him.
But you didn't know him.
No, I know he went to college, but didn't really know him. It's sad though.
Whew. So, dearie.
Have you seen this before?
Oh, is this the thing that James did? Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this? A third eye, I think they were called?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about Third Eye?
No, sorry.
Last year.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
All right. I still haven't spoken to Ryan, the man who made this video game. So let's do this, and that'll be it. And then we'll pop over to Daryl. I am so happy everybody is streaming again. This great weekend was so freaking quiet.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
What do you know about
What do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about Third Eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it?
No, sorry.
Liar. You know, it would be so nice if this was actually trying to teach you how to read people's body language, but of course it's not. It's just teaching you how to click things, click all the things. Cardboard mask.
Aha. Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask, then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes, I do remember that.
So what did you know about Third Eye?
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
You liar. Liar McLie pants.
That explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
Except... no. Let's just move on to this. Because the lie
what can
there...
you tell me about Liam?
Oh, Liam. You mean the boy who committed... Very unfortunate, isn't it?
Did you know him?
Oh, yes. Well, I say know him. I met him in the pub. Seemed very happy sort of person. Well, I say he seemed happy. You can't have been, can he?
Alright. I know you're lying. I just don't know how to prove it because you... Alright. So his group meets... Just tell me where. Pub, cardboard mask, pub window. Because we know that this is actually Liam. Well, I know that. I don't know. I don't know how to prove it, though. Never came into contact with Third Eye. Because the thing is, where Third Eye was meeting is also the place where Atlas was meeting. But I don't know how I prove that.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Oh, it's actually time to throw it over to Daryl. So I want to thank everybody for showing up today. It has been awesome seeing everyone again. I will be continuing this throughout the week, since this was roughly 2 hours, and we've gotten actually a significant way through. Nope. Oh. Yes. We're 30% through at 2 hours, so we'll finish this week, and I am looking forward to it. It is going to be awesome. My virtual Odyssey thing hasn't popped up, so that's sad. But I give you 5. Well, in that case, not event, what? two things I haven't asked Ryan about yet. Well,
Ask about a few more things, please.
oh.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
No. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant, a legal one, at least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector. My job. That's the only drug I need. As trite as that may sound.
Do you know any students who may have used hallucinogens?
No. My students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides, no one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought drugs to Atlas.
Do you have any medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed. Insurance purposes.
You have whiskey in your hand right now. How did she... But you met her at the pub, didn't you? Let's ask. Oh, I haven't asked him that.
Can you tell me a bit about the phrase free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto. Well, we teach our students that people, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realise their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Yeah, don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
When did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
Oh, you guys are going to love his dad. We're going to see him tomorrow. It is going to be brilliant, and you never came into contact with him.
Aha. According to the flyer, this Third Eye group was based at the village hall, is that right?
Was it?
That's where you were based, wasn't it? Yeah, you said you invented the Atlas phrase free to be free while you were based at the village hall.
So I did.
So you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same hall.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Inspector.
Go on.
You see, Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name. Sorry.
Atlas is Third Eye?
In a new improved form, yes.
And you ran Third Eye?
With Dad, yes.
So you must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated and cleared up.
I haven't played this before.
About his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James Bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it. No choice. It was an end to it.
You had to change the name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. Thought that was an end to it. But then James, his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone.
Cronies.
So we had to close down. Buy a new place. Rebrand. So eventually, we reopened here.
As
6 months ago.
As Atlas.
And it worked?
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
We knew James, but he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So James wouldn't know that you were now running Atlas?
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And and how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brainwashing.
I'm afraid that exists only exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions. Why don't you come along and see for yourself? The course starts in 15 minutes. Excuse me, Inspector.
That's a phone ring?
Hello. I can't come back now. Well, you have my car at the moment. All right. All right. See you later. That was that. I have to go back. You can come and meet him if you like.
Well, I might come and have a chat.
Come with me.
I can't have a chat now. No.
To be perfectly honest, Dad's a great businessman, but he lacks imagination. He does, however, believe in the power of the individual when taught by the right teacher, of course. Ryan! In here. Just coming. He's through here.
I haven't played this game before. I watched Team 4 Stars play
To whom
through.
do I owe the pleasure?
Oh, I
Detective
love
Inspector
him.
Jenks, I'm investigating a death in the village. I believe you knew Kate Vine.
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. You do know that Kate Vine was a gherkin short of a big man. You do now. You must forgive my son, Inspector. He still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point. So what do you want to know?
Well, a few more questions if you don't mind.
But I do mind. I'm a very busy man. Try asking an intelligent question, like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk? Ryan, would you mind leaving us for a while?
I'll go back to the centre. I have one or two things to prepare. Call me if you need me.
I don't know if I can pause
you may
right
begin,
now.
Mr. Holmes, although I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't have much to do with the course nowadays, so I can't give you any hard information.
That's as maybe, but we
No, that's
need...
as is. But if you want my opinion, I'd be quite happy to give it to you. So, fire away.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, he is so good at being
Paul certainly
evil.
doesn't take any prisoners. It's obvious who's pulling the strings in this family, and I wonder what they got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock already.
Oh, someone poke Daryl. He cannot miss this. This is too fun, and I can't stop right now. So I guess we're gonna go for the next 10 minutes or so, and then I promise, throw it over to Daryl. So since I couldn't stream for 2 weeks, I was doing a lot of video watching, including me going back over TFS's Pokemon Let's Plays, and it popped up with, hey, come watch this thing, and I was like, oh, that sounds like fun. So I did, and it was this, and this is a beautiful game. I love it. I love it. It is just hammy enough. Ooh. I love that lady. She's so pretty.
How well did you know Kate?
Hardly knew her at all. Met her a few times. At the course, that's about all.
So when was the last time you saw her?
Last Friday. I just popped out of the course and about 7.
Did you speak to her then?
It's possible.
And how did she seem? Was she happy, sad, preoccupied?
She was drunk.
Do you know if Kate had lost this? It's her driving license.
How would I know that?
You didn't see it lying around anywhere?
No.
I seriously wonder how many takes they had to do for some of these things.
Did you know anything about Simon Thompson's bike?
No.
tried Simon's homebrew? Simon Thompson?
No, I haven't. I wouldn't touch anything that has had Simon's fingers in it.
Only his girlfriend. Oh, snap.
What do you know about this?
It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol we use sometimes on the course.
No.
Little bird in cage flying away. Freeing themselves from their past is the analogy.
So do they get them when they join the course or something?
No, not as a rule. I think I bought one once as a present.
Oh, not for Kate, by any chance?
No, not for Kate. I can't really remember who it was for. A birthday present, maybe for one of the students.
Which student?
I think we
I've
all
no
know.
idea.
We know who it was for. Oh. Emma. Emma.
What do you know about this?
Looks like a mask.
You don't recognize it?
Not particularly. Looks like a monarch mask.
A what?
It's a monarch mask.
Monarch is fancy dress outfitters. Ryan goes there sometimes.
Really? It looks like a Hobby Lobby mask to me. I mean, I used to get those in, whenever you'd go to summer camp and be like, oh, this is the day where we're gonna just, we want you to decorate your mask with your spirit animal. Go on, kids. Just dump that glitter all over your everything.
What did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
You didn't hear anything about an argument in the pub?
Should I have?
No, that's fine.
It's trading punches, man. Oh, so beautiful.
Could you tell me a bit about this?
Had it designed by an agency.
And when was that?
Last year.
Is that when you started the business?
Yes, I suppose so.
You don't know when you started your business. Oh.
Have you ever seen one of these before?
Ow.
I believe it's a scrying mirror, pagan thing.
Ever used one?
Why would I use a scrying mirror?
So you have no interest at all in this sort of thing?
No.
Does the Atlas course use them at all?
Not at all. Strange question.
Not really. No.
Know what this is, by any chance?
I have no idea. Gardening isn't my kind of thing. Rebecca would probably know. I presume you've met Rebecca.
Yes,
I'm sure she'd enjoy telling you what it is. She's the kind of woman who likes to feel superior. Would probably marry a millionaire and then decide to run her own pub.
Yes, why was that?
Well, she isn't exactly housewife material. She likes to be in control, like Wyatt. Shame, isn't it, that I'm in control of both of them?
His expression. Shame. I'm in control of both of them. This is my only joy in life. I don't know. I assume he has like a carrier bag or something. But I just love how he whips things out. Have you ever seen this before? Who cares? I want to see.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
I presume you've seen an Atlas student doing that.
Ah, so this is an Atlas thing.
Well, it wasn't exactly our idea.
Oh, man.
The students started doing it spontaneously to show commitment to the cause. Cute, really. Which student did you see doing that?
Oh, I
I'm
have no
not
idea.
sure, but he was carving it into a tree. I told him to stop.
Did you really? Why?
Defacing public property.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. What's the punishment for that kind of thing nowadays? Prison sentence?
It's usually a fine.
All right. What about defiling public liberty? Does that carry a fine too?
Oddly enough, the student in question argued a similar point. Is that something you encourage on the Atlas course?
We encourage people who put ideas first and moral anachronisms second. The problem with the law, Inspector, is that it's out of date.
Well, I suppose that's a matter of opinion. However, you still respect it.
Respect it? I abide by it. We all play by the book, Inspector, but that's only because of the threat of possible incarceration.
I am lawful evil, and I know it. Oh, I love him. He's doing this so wonderfully. Ugh.
Can you tell me a little about the Atlas phrase, free to be free?
Where did you hear that?
I was talking to one of your students.
I only know 3 of them.
It's a little phrase we conjured up to summarize our objectives.
What is your objective, if you don't mind me asking?
Make money.
Mine, or do you mean the course's objective?
On the course.
The objective of the course is to free people from bondage. We teach that most people are crippled by their past, by guilt, their attitudes, their beliefs, all that kind of nonsense.
Guilt cripples people.
It does.
Feeling
actually.
guilty in business is like a meat eater feeling guilty in an abattoir. Guilt comes from the archaic emotional centers of the brain. It's a vestige of our animal ancestry, that's all. In business, you heed it at your peril. I'm sorry, Inspector, my house appears to be haunted. Would you mind closing the door?
So, you believe that guilt has no place in business?
None at all. I have few beliefs, Inspector, but that's one of them.
And what if you have done something wrong?
Well, that's the whole point. Guilt has nothing to do with it.
Interesting opinion.
Oh. I love that happened when they did the take about guilt. It's like, guilt is just the thing that holds us back. Oh, hey, there's a ghost over here, you know. It's okay. Somebody probably was trying to walk in to the set when that happened. Realistically. So this is a business course, and it's teaching people not to feel guilty. So that way you don't have to feel guilty about spending money on this course that, you know, bullshit.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum, or magic mint?
Sounds like it might be a drug.
It's a hallucinogenic plant. Legal, as a matter of fact.
I'm not a drug taker, Inspector. I have no enthusiasm for voluntarily poisoning your brain.
And you've never seen anyone on the course taking it?
Well, if someone had, they wouldn't have done it openly. We don't allow drugs or alcohol on our course. We like to tell the students that success is the best drug. Whether you buy into that, of course, is another matter.
I want to hear him read an audiobook. Ah, man. Where the hell was I?
How well did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam, who took his life.
Oh.
It's a terrible way to be remembered.
Well,
he has a last name.
As far as I remember, he was a good student, confident, outgoing.
You didn't notice any problems?
I believe he had problems at home.
Were you there when he died?
Yes.
And afterwards? You didn't see him after the meeting?
No.
What was Liam like that night?
No. Apart from being drunk, or possibly because of that, he seemed perfectly happy.
He was drunk.
Well, I assume the bottle in his hand contained whiskey and not lemonade.
Lots of similarities to Kate, don't you think? Drinking, depression, is that normal for the students?
People come into the Atlas course for quick solutions to their problems. And when they don't get them as quickly as they might have liked, sometimes their impatience gets the better of them.
Aha. So if you don't allow drink or drugs onto the site, why did you allow Liam to drink whiskey all night?
Well, we did give him various warnings. Did try to stop him, but didn't work.
But you let him stay on the course?
Yeah, well, we couldn't throw him out. This isn't a primary school, Inspector. We're not the police. We can't enforce these rules. If they pay their fees, they're entitled to stay on the course.
And what if they want to take drugs?
As long as they do it with discretion, frankly, I don't care if they want to wipe or inject paint stripper all over their faces.
Do you store any alcohol at Atlas?
No.
Is there a kitchen?
Why, do you want to go down there and check?
Yes.
Well, obviously you wouldn't mind if what you're saying is true.
Of course I wouldn't mind. It's past the lavatories down the corridor, but you won't find any drugs in there or alcohol.
Whether I find alcohol at Atlas or not, it probably isn't particularly relevant. But it's worth a look anyway.
Oh, we're almost done.
What do you know about this?
So you've been graced with Goebbels' company already, have you? James, our local minister for propaganda.
Wait a
I suppose Ryan already told you about our actual previous incarnation.
He explained, yes.
Did he tell you anything scandalous?
Not unless you count the suicide.
Well, these things happen.
Was it your idea?
The suicide?
Yes.
Third eye.
Yeah, I suppose it was. As my son had started to atrophy, I decided I ought to give him something to do.
And Third Eye was the same as Atlas, teaching business skills.
Very similar.
So Liam's death didn't prompt you to make any changes?
Well, we did change the name.
There was nothing we could do about Liam's death, Inspector, any more than we could do anything about Kate's. It was out of our control.
You can't blame me for wondering, Paul. 2 student deaths in 2 years.
It's called a coincidence, Inspector. I expect they ate fast food also. But you're not investigating all the local chippies, are you?
Yes, as a matter of fact. I would love to. All right. That is it. I am not going to even attempt to get him in any contradictions because, frankly, he's good. He is so good. And I don't really think that I can get him in anything right.
Probably be
right
back
this
later.
second. Oh.
I get the feeling I might be seeing a lot of Paul tonight.
Yeah, you will. But not tonight. We will join him again tomorrow. And I'm going to save that again. There we go. Oh, so thank you everybody for joining me tonight. It has been so much fun. I'm so happy to finally be back. Like I said, I should be playing this all week, or at least for the next 3 days. And I hopefully spelled... Nope, I spelled his name wrong. I am a terrible friend. Terrible. Yeah! So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you guys tomorrow. It means a great deal to me that you've taken the time out of your day to make me a part of your day the same way I've made you a part of mine. So thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.